You're laughing. I sang my heart out in the last episode and you're laughing. How dare you? Welcome back. It's more disco. I got done singing karaoke. Kim was impressed. I was impressed. I think we were all impressed, and we learned a little bit something about we learned about ourselves that day. It's important though. We solved the case, you know. Add it to the counter. Still trying to get that one signature. Getting bossed around by Boat Lady to coerce some people that are stuck in a traffic circle. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying, so let's roll with it. I have a skill point if I need to use it, so I'm going to hang on to it just in case. The jam mystery. Interrogate the drivers about the smuggling. That's currently what we're doing. Other than that, I need the signatures, and then who cares about anything else at the moment. Well, now that we've unlocked the power of fast travel, let's use the power of fast travel. I'm going to go back to the shacks. We're gonna go to the shacks. Oh, fucking, it just spawned me right next to the woman. Hello, woman.
The policeman. What can our village do for you?
Harrier's a good name. Let's put some points into suggestion and see if she bites on the bait. Oh, did I already use a point in the last episode? I didn't even realize that. Never mind. Okay. Goodbye, woman. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some heater sputtering. Some kind of heater. Sorry, my bad. It's a very important detail. Okay, we're still looking around. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? I don't know, but let's investigate. Can we go down here a little bit? Yes, we can. No, we can't. There's a fence there. Clearly, Cyrus. Open your eyes. Maybe you'll see it. Yeah, so, I keep getting copyright struck in these videos. So, what's up? We're just going to turn the volume down. So, unfortunately, I have cranked the music volume to almost non-existent because it just keeps getting flagged for copyright. So, whatever. We just won't listen to music, I guess. I just have to listen to my voice talking about this game on and on and on and on and on and on, and it keeps going. And oh, look, I wonder if these two are still standing over here, still gibbering and jabbering about how hoity-toity he is. Weirdo. Let's go down these steps, see what's to the west. Only good things happen in the west, I've heard. Tiny cages, carefully constructed.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
It's the guy we're looking for. You're the Phantom Zoo Dollity Boo.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
The crypto-fascist?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morrow, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Hey, of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice water lock.
The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. but I can't leave before we finish with these traps.
Oh, I'm sure you can't.
My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Sure you can't.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could go back to the whirling warm-up? Come back to check the traps later?
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps? No, I don't want to check your traps. Yeah, okay. Get going. Don't care. Bye. See what this guy's up to. The soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean. You're not trying hard enough.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer? Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Hey, we're cops. Let's just beat them up.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Yeah, I'm more of a city boy, too.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates? This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Sadly, I think I might be a drunk. Or a degenerate. Maybe even both.
Dark times will do that to good men.
Do you know anything about the hanged man at the Whirling in Rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
Like, okay.
So you do know something about it?
Thank you, Kim.
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Yeah, you were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kutsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is that racist.
Ah, yes, our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah, do you have a problem with Sailites?
No problem at all.
Nice, okay. Are you a cryptozoologist as well, sir?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
Sure.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
I was thinking the same thing, conceptualization. I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes, the burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
How does the lighting of this fluid actually work?
The rhino starts running very fast to build heat, then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
I want to be just like the rhino, running through the night with guns blazing.
We don't really do that around here.
Perhaps we should have more such decisive action in Revachol. You know, this city used to be a flaming rhino once. A long time ago.
Why only the males?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior.
I'll buy it. How so?
During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly. Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
The lieutenant sighs, without looking up from his notes. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
Thank you for your cooperation. I want to see fan art of that. I want to see some people draw the burning rhino. Maybe we might find some in this game. All of that is possible. Train tracks, nowhere else to go on the coast. I found Morel, him. A buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Alright, anything else here on the coast? Ooh, a rock. A rock with money. A house. A boat. Or no boat in the boathouse today. What about the other boathouse? Oversized superstar sunglasses. And a bottle of magnesium. Dang straight. Oversized superstar sunglasses. Is your own stardom too dazzling for your eyes? Can't bear to look at your own fabulous reflection in the mirror? Then these classic oversized sunglasses are for you. Bet they are. Anywhere else? Another boathouse? Doghouse. Shit shack. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Good to know. Isn't this where that... Let's look at this.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus. Why this many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Let's leave.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Dude, I'm brilliant when I'm not drinking. Look at me. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench, covered in rust. Ooh, a gate. The sign says, Entree Interdit. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. Losers. I just steal. That's what Hobo Cop's about. Uh-oh. Nope. I don't want to talk to Kim. Bottle. A potent Pilsner. Money. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Phone Pipo Pipo. Popo Pipo Pipo Popo. Popple Pipple Pipple Pipple. Pimple Popper. Dr. Pimple Popper. Popple Pipple Whipple Whopper. Whopper 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 Whopper. Junior double? Triple Whopper. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Alright, here we go. Go left. It won't let me go left. What's in here? More money. More money. Let's go back to this granny, see what she has to say. We're gonna level up my, suggestion? I think it was suggestion. Come here, granny. Got a word for you. Let's see. Is there anything taken away from a suggestion that I'm wearing? I gotta look through my clothes again. Perception, Half-Light, Inland Empire, Logic, Authority, Reaction Speed, Rhetoric, Esprit de Corps, Visual Calculus, Drama, +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Okay. So we're just gonna level it up. Do I have anything that adds suggestion? There we go. Don't wear that. It's got an unsavory odor. You're gonna talk to me if I have an unsavory odor. Over and out. +2 logic. I don't know. Ultimate peak focus. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. Boom. Woman, you are gonna sign this document.
The policeman. What can our village do for you?
I'm gonna convince her to sign Everett's document.
Like ocean waves shaping the coastline, you will wear it down, pebble by pebble.
Savior.
We really should focus on some actual leads. Negotiating real estate deals isn't our main thing.
Got it. No, we're gonna get more experience points. We're gonna come back. I promise you. Someone's using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients of drugs into Revachol. Joy said there are 3 drivers at the intersection. Talk to them. One of them must know something about the drug trade. All right, let's get a lead on that. Let's get some more points. We're 55 experience points from leveling up again, and we're gonna come back and try this skill check. Perfect. Okay. All right, map. Martinez waterfront. So gorgeous. Is this the roundabout? The turnabout? The town's roundabout? Or is it referring to somewhere else? I think it might be referring to somewhere else. You got any new dialogue options?
Right to work!
Bye. Okay, see you later. What about the racist driver?
Looking for something?
You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Ah, yes, clearly. You are very wise, man. He's not wise at all. Don't believe a word he's saying.
There's Yorin. Take his side in this particular fight.
Listen, I agree. it's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then, damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
Yeah. Plus Kim's here.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still here for? Why are you hanging around? Most other camioneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
So, if you were at the whirling, how did you know it was Kips who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that it's the kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
Okay, if it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Wait, the street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealang a visit then.
Guess so.
Yeah, okay, bye racist lorry driver. Yeah, fucking idiot. Good thing I don't have my gun. Because you know what I would do with it? I don't know what I would do with it. I can't find it. Please help. What's the point of this? I'm trying to find it. Alright, Sealang.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Haha, so, Sealang. What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she's in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Certified hater. Thank you, Sealang. Tell him like it is.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
You can see the cogs turning in that little brain of his.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me. No, stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling.
Okay, look.
Fine.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Skip that part because it's all useless. Okay. If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who?
Interesting.
Ooh.
Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? As I point to the pale driver. Dazed out. Strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
Okay.
He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
What a guy. What a guy. Okay, the jam mystery. So find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Okay, so we're gonna go talk. And we're gonna go see if the racist knows anything about the female lorry driver. How about you, man?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Why? Do you know something? What is it?
Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer. And I don't know where she is.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Okay, who's this person? What is her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Again, not a lie as far as you can tell.
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
Ah. What if I show you my badge?
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
So when she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
But I have you right here.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out.
Exactly. I have you right here. Why am I going to let you walk away?
Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
I don't know who you are. You're just Lorry Man number 3. Even though you're the first Lorry Man I probably talked to because I don't remember. She's a suspect and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
So where is the lady driver?
Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Knew it. He was withholding.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
Anything else, like where she is now?
No. I don't know.
And why did you have the keys, man? Tell me.
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
One more thing about something else.
Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness for my sins. Go check your cabin. I hope it gets you something. Help someone.
Pray away your sins, dude. You just gotta, like, I don't know, trust the law. Okay, green lorry, green lorry, green lorry, green lorry, green lorry. Oh, they said just past the statue. That's the other way. Let's zoom out all the way. Zoom in. All right. Zoom out a little bit. And that's perfect. Thank you, loser. Don't withhold information again or I'll beat you with my fucking boombox. Alright, here's the statue. Is this the green lorry?
This green found, A to Z, contemporary,
Totally
is
looks
parked
green.
in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Unlock the door with the key Tommy gave you.
You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just... The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
I'm gonna pull out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
I'm gonna push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes.
I'm gonna admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
I'm gonna continue.
One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared.
Risque.
The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye.
Radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Continue.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Okay. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
Continue.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
Damn, phone. Come on.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes.
Pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Sounds like Dennis's tools. The man needs his, tools.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
So one of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The missing 8th Hardy here?
Looks like her, yes.
And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved. Maybe even all of Martinet. Now, this would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
We are finished with the lorry.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console and a faint smell of perfume is in the air. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
You got it.
All right, we're finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the union connection we've been searching for.
So what about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Maybe the trader's some sort of cinephile.
Yes, well...
Okay, well, so it turns out that this is... is connected to the union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Will the RCM open up an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Murder.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay. Debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Well, hello. Someone's...
Nope.
Oh no. Light reflect... Wow. The gods of... Fine. Yes, it's merciful that way. It's your friend.
You've passed.
Okay, 2 hours have passed since I last thought about hitting the bottle, and then I didn't. We're gonna end the episode there. 2 hours after the last time I hit the bottle. Thank you for joining me. I think this is episode 23, 24. You know what? Look at the video title and tell me. You know what to do.